Well, Game 3, you know, this is a pivotal game in any 5-game series. It really puts the other team on its heels.
In many cases, you'd say that Orlando has regained the home court advantage, but not when you talk about Charlotte. Eldon Campbell, his first shot won't go. P.J. Brown, the offensive rebound. Rush to follow. George Lynch battling, and McGrady comes up with it. Good hustle from P.J. Brown, although Orlando has the ball. First shot for McGrady. Ball tipped. David Wesley almost came up with it. Grant knocks down the first shot of the game.
Well, that's what they need from Horace Grant. Try and open up that middle, be able to step out on the floor and knock down those short jumpers.
As much as McGrady and Davis have really upped their level of play, it's players like Grant for Orlando, Pat Garrity, and Eldon Campbell for Charlotte that really need to have big games in supporting roles.
Yeah, they each need to have their guys step up. In any playoff series, the main guys can do their part, but usually you're going to have a good production off your bench and off your other starters.
And Darrell Armstrong. Armstrong puts it in. He's been shooting very well in this series, 56% from the field.
You know, these point guards for Orlando, they come in waves at Baron Davis, try and put pressure on him to play a full 48 minutes.
And again, what you talked about just moments ago with McGrady, he's on Baron Davis. Nice entry pass to Campbell, and an easy 2 for Eldon Campbell. And that's what makes his back such a real concern, because he's got to be guarding Baron Davis, who's so quick and strong. It was more like sometimes road games at home. Monty Williams has it blocked, but goes right back and puts it in. Monty Williams has had a solid start to the series.
Well, they're the only team in the league, Charlotte, that has a better away record than they do a home record.
Campbell aggressive early once again, and Eldon Campbell already with 4 points.
Well, that's got to just shoot right over him.
Nice move from Baron Davis. Plenty of contact.
What an example of his body control and strength. That explosion to the rim for a great finish.
This thing about Davis and Wesley, they're not the tallest guards, but they've got so much strength as McGrady puts it in.
Well, even there, McGrady catching in that mid-post, raises up over George Lynch, who he's got a few inches on, and makes the jump shot look real easy.
4 points for McGrady. 5-point Magic lead. We've played 4 minutes. The Hornets have not shot the ball well in this series. Oh, pretty move, but he just couldn't finish it. He wanted another foul. Armstrong releasing. Great hustle from Wesley to stop an easy 2 points.
You see right here, Davis turning the corner, shakes one big man, then explodes high, takes the contact, and then finishes. And McGrady, now he's in that mid-post range, gets it at the elbow, just raises up over George Lynch, who he's got a couple of inches on, and makes that shot look awful easy.
Pat Garrity. Nice adjustment from Garrity in the air. Garrity, one of those guys invisible in game 1, didn't score, then had a big game 2. Well, offensive foul.
To go from 0 points to 18 points, that was a major adjustment in their game. I think they made a conscious effort to try and get Garrity more shots and get him more involved in their offense.
Timeout call, the crowd going wild.
Doc Rivers calls Garrity the spirit of their team, and here he's right into the spirit of things in the playoffs, making his first jump shot, and then he comes right back on the other end of the play and takes a charge.
The Hornets shooting 39% for the series. They're 3 for 10 to start game 3. Tracy McGrady and the Orlando Magic off to a good start in game 3. His coach Doc Rivers impressed with McGrady for a lot of reasons, and he's impressed that McGrady is downplaying his back injury.
People really don't know how injured he is. I mean, he's struggling to move, yet he still does it. He has the ability, like most great players, to rise to the occasion, no matter how they're feeling. He's been able to do that for the team. I think the fact that he does that helps the team just by the message he's sending to them, not verbally, about what he's doing.
Well, you know, Doc's talking about the example, the great players, the Magic Johnsons, the Michael Jordans, day in and day out, they do the things that are special. And you see in this series so far, game 1 to game 2, McGrady's numbers increase because after a loss, your star player's going to step up. And he stepped up in scoring and rebounding in game 2.
And again, those numbers don't bring into account his defensive prowess, which is a big part of his game. McGrady blows past George Lynch. Wow.
You know, these guys with their bad backs, you watch, they're not going to go towards the contact. They're going to try and beat the guy's baseline for the easy scores. You saw
101 minutes, and the Charlotte Hornets have only had the lead in 17 of those minutes.
See right there, McGrady takes that baseline drive and finishes strong.
Campbell picks up his second foul. That's big, and Jamal McGlure will come in.
Well, that really is, because Eldon Campbell, is a main focal point of their offense. He's a guy that is going to try and push the issue in the low post for them.
McGrady hits the jumper. His outside shot is underrated. He's really improved on that.
He's got a beautiful stroke, and he's got a great rhythm and form on it, and he can take it out to three or take it in close.
P.J. Brown comes back and answers. You'll watch with Eldon Campbell out, Mashburn, of course, not here. P.J. Brown's the type of play. He realizes those things, and he's going to probably look to score more.
He stepped up big in the fourth quarter of game 2. He had 9 straight points.
McGlure falls down on Armstrong, unintentional. As Armstrong, if anyone can take it, it's Darrell Armstrong.
Well, he's got the penetration. They grab him for a jump ball, and then he winds up flattening him like a pancake right here.
He got tripped up. I don't know what they're going to call.
They're calling a flagrant foul.
A technical on McGlure.
Oh, gosh.
I don't agree with that.
Hey, whoever goes up 2-1 is going to be in the driver's seat.
We're hearing MVP chants from the crowd. He's heard that various portions of the season. It's a good, very active and loud crowd, at least in the opening minutes for the Magic's first home playoff game of this season.
Defender as well as low post.
Again, the shot clock winds down. Davis knocks it in. Baron Davis pulls the Hornets within 12.
See, the other thing that Charlotte is trying to do right now is they're trying to establish where Baron Davis is guarded by Armstrong.
McGrady gets the foul. Shot won't go. And Augmon just got a piece of the arm. Augmon now guarding Tracy McGrady. That's his first.
So McGrady's being guarded by Darrell Armstrong right here. They got the matchup they want. He shakes them and bakes them, puts in a three-pointer. And now I would not be surprised to see him come back with a couple of plays where he goes into the low post against Darrell Armstrong.
3 shots from the free throw line. It was a 3-point attempt. So McGrady with his first, can't get it to go. The question, of course, where's Walton? Log on to NBA.com to find out where Bill will be on Monday. Follow the Where's Walton NBA Playoffs 2002 Love It Live Tour on NBA.com. You seen those tie-dye shirts he's been handing out?
I've seen those. I have one.
It's become a sickness with Bill.
If you've been spent any time in Portland, you've got to have one of those shirts.
One of my favorite parts of the season is when the fans didn't want the Bill Walton doll in Portland. Of course, we don't want the fans to throw anything, but that day in Portland against the Lakers as McGrady knocks it down. Speaking of Portland, they're down 0-2 in that series. Game 3 coming up tomorrow on NBC. 13-point lead for the Magic.
Here we see Davis going right down into the low post.
McGlure sets the pick. Grant picks him up. He gets up nice and high in his jumper.
How much time does he take to shoot that shot? I mean, he's got great elevation, and there's no pickup. They think they've got that advantage with Mashburn out of the lineup. They've got more scoring punch.
McGrady knocks down another. Tracy McGrady now 4 of 7 from the field. Miller stripped by Augmon. Nice pass ahead to Davis. He has plenty of time.
Oh my! What elevation and what a finish! You know, Miller turned that corner. He thought he was wide open and beat the defender. And out of nowhere, again, Stacey Augmon with those long arms comes away with a clean strip.
A 17-4 run in the last 5 minutes, and that man Stacey Augmon, a very big part of the turnaround for the Charlotte Hornets. Augmon only played 6 minutes, but he made a huge difference.
Again, Stacey, Mike Miller had already turned the corner. Stacey got hung up on the pick, reached his arms around, and just took the ball away from Mike Miller.
Augmon, the super sub, to slow down Tracy McGrady and the Magic. We're tied after the first.